Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Ify, and thanks to all my amazing subscribers. I truly appreciate you guys. In this channel, I share everything regarding life in Canada, moving to Canada, settling in Canada, and all immigration news and updates. It's all embedded in this channel. So in today's video, I'm going to be discussing with you guys how I was able to get my accommodation before landing in Canada, and also how I was able to get my first job before landing in Canada. While doing that, I'll be braiding my hair. Like if you've been following me on my TikTok page, you know that I braid my hair myself. So I said, why don't I just gist with you guys while I'll be doing my hair at the same time. So I'll be doing boho crochet braid. This is the pack. I got it from Amazon. I decided to do a crochet braid instead of normal braiding on my hair because I'm trying to grow back the edges of my hair. So while I'm doing that, I'm going to be telling you guys how I was able to get an accommodation from back home before landing, and then my first job. Now, before I start this video, this is going to help people that are searching for a job currently from outside Canada, and I want you guys to know that it is very possible to get a job while you are outside Canada, especially those people that have been looking for a caregiving job. This is like helping you guys to know the ways in which you can tailor your resume, what I did in order to get a job before landing. Now, this job that I got is not like to add a score to my points or anything. I already got a passport request. If you've been following me, you know that I came in through the permanent resident route, so my application has been approved and I've gotten a passport request. So the main reason why I have to start job hunting, it's because I needed to get a job before landing in Canada. Like I needed to start working fast. So I didn't search for the job based on trying to add points to my comprehensive ranking score. No. So for those that don't know, when you get a job, if you are still in the express entry pool, if you should get a job, depending on the kind of job, it can add 200 points to your comprehensive ranking score or 50 points to your comprehensive ranking score. So you can watch this video to the end so that you know the things I did on my resume for me to get a job before landing as a permanent resident, as well as how I was able to secure an accommodation. So let's get started. Then before that, like I said, this is crochet boho braiding. I'll just get one pack. Inside this pack, I think it's about 104 pieces inside. So this is how it comes, just like this. And this is 30 inches. I'm going to bring it in the pack. This is color 2. It's very long. This is 30 inches. And I think it's 104 pieces in a pack. So if you're getting yours, you can just check the number of pieces in the pack so that you know how many pieces. There are some that is just 96, some is 94, some is 120 something depending on the length, but this one is up to 104 pieces. So you have to check when you are getting your. So this is the length. This is how it is. Okay, this is how the thing is. So it's boho crochet braiding. I think it's about, is it 14? 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12. Okay, 12 like this in each. So I think total is 104. So I said, instead of braiding it on my hair, let me just get the crochet. At least I can even reuse it. It's very soft, and I got it from Amazon. So let's see how it goes. this will help me to braid my hair very fast instead of just braiding it on my hair. So guys, so I'll be doing this while I'll be gisting with you guys how I was able to secure a job before landing, as well as getting my accommodation. Let's go. So what I just did, I just brought out some at the front because I want to do one at the front and then weave behind, and then do the last part. I will do one as well because I just want the hair to be looking natural, like I braided everything. Okay, so that's why I'm doing one, and I'll just pat it. So guys, so like I was saying, I will have to start with how I was able to secure an accommodation before coming to Canada. I used Facebook Marketplace. It wasn't really easy because I started looking for accommodation like 4 months prior to my flight. That was when I started looking for the accommodation. I used Facebook Marketplace. I also used Kijiji. It wasn't very easy, but at the end, God helped me and I was able to secure one. Then what I did was to get credit score. So many people don't know about this, but it is very possible to get a credit score from Nigeria. Though some landlord did not accept it, but the one that I eventually got accepted the credit score. How I got the credit score? Just go to credit bureau, Google credit bureau. If you're in Nigeria, it will pop out. They will tell you how you can, what the steps you can take in order to get your credit score as well as your credit history. It was out of my research and the groups that I belonged to then that even made me to discover that we have what they call credit score in Nigeria. So I used that, and then I had to print out my bank statement. Not like I was giving the bank statement to every landlord and all that. It's those people that when landlord contacts me, I'll tell them that I'm a permanent resident, that I already got my passport and I have a confirmation of permanent resident. So the one that eventually accepted me, he asked me to pay 3 months rent. Meaning I paid first 2 months and then the last month's rent. Okay, and then I proved to him that I was working. I had to send him my statement of account. Then what he asked was my pay stub, my ID card. I sent him my passport. Then another thing I need to mention to you guys is, you see, so I know that some people, they don't like social media presence, but that really helps, especially if you're not on social media platform at all. You can create a LinkedIn profile. It helped me in my job search, and it also helped me in my accommodation search. What these landlords do, sometimes they do background check. Like the one that eventually gave me the accommodation, he had to carry a background check on me because I sent him my international passport with my full name and all that. How did I know he did a background check for me? I have done a premium on my LinkedIn, so I can see people that have looked into my profile. So when I checked it, I saw that he was among the people that viewed my LinkedIn profile. I was even shocked. So guys, I know that social media, sometimes people don't like it, but if you don't have any social media platform, you can create a LinkedIn profile that shows everything about you. It will show that you're not like a scammer and all that. Okay, so that is one thing I'll have to recommend you guys to do. I will also tell you guys how it helped me to get my job as well. Okay, you can't underestimate the power of a LinkedIn profile. So guys, especially if you're outside Canada looking for accommodation, it is very important to have a social media platform where people can do a background check on you, especially at this time and era where everything is like social media. So even though you are not like a social media person, creating a LinkedIn profile is really a good idea. Okay, it's nice if you create a LinkedIn profile. With that, if anybody wants to do a background check on you, they can easily see things about you. Even during your Canada visa application, it makes the application process to be seamless, because IRCC also carry out background check, and if they are not seeing anything about you, to me it makes the application to take longer time than necessary. Unlike when you have social media platform and they can easily tell who you are and all that. Okay, so that was how I was able to secure an accommodation. Thank God that the landlord accepted, but know that before I eventually paid him the money, I had somebody on ground that went to check for the accommodation to see if it is genuine or not, which the person confirmed. So the person helped me to pay to the landlord. The credit score that I gave to him, he accepted. Like, the thing was very easy because of that, my LinkedIn profile. He saw that I was genuine, I'm not a scammer and all that. So my LinkedIn profile was like, it's up to date. Even up to now, it's up to date. That is one thing that you guys really need to do. So many employers, so many landlords, they like to do background check a lot. Okay, so, and another thing is I got a reference letter too from my employer. That was another thing that I did to prove to him that I'm working and I can pay my monthly rent. Because I think why landlords always demand for months, usually if your rent is supposed to be the first and last month, at least in Ontario. I don't know for other provinces, like first and last month. You pay for the first month and you pay for the last month. The last month's rent is used if you want to move out from the house. But in my own case, he had to tell me to pay for 3 months. That's first 2 months and then the last month. Okay, and why they usually do that, just in case you're not able to pay for the upper month, you know, as a new immigrant, they will feel that you don't have a job yet. So, and you know that some of these landlords, they use the rent money to pay for their mortgage. So that is why some of the landlords always demand for months ahead, especially if you are a new immigrant. I will put a screenshot of how this credit score that I used is, as in the credit score that I got from Nigeria, how it is. I'll put a screenshot of that so that you guys will know, especially if you're outside Canada and you're searching for an accommodation, you can use this method as well to see that your credit score is good. So that was how I was able to secure an accommodation. Then another thing is, I came in middle of April. The landlord said, even though I'm coming, is it middle? No, not, yeah, middle of April. So the landlord said, even though I'm coming at the middle of April, that I will have to pay from 1st of April. I had no choice now, so that's what I did. I paid from 1st April, even though I came in almost at the middle of April. So that was what happened. That was how I was able to secure a job. It is God's favor, because so many like I told you guys, I started doing accommodation hunting 4 months prior to my arrival, and it was almost at the end of March that I saw this accommodation. Some of them, once they hear that you're not in the country, they say sorry, they can't do this. Some of them don't even want to accept the months ahead payment. So everything you're doing, just put it in prayer and God's favor, because there are some people that they can't get an accommodation, that when they arrive, they have to resort to Airbnb first before they will do their accommodation jump hunting. But God was on my side. I got the accommodation before landing. Okay, So I eventually got it at Facebook Marketplace. That was where I got the accommodation. So that was how I was able to get an accommodation. So I will recommend you guys create a LinkedIn profile, get your people that are looking for accommodation. If you're still back home, create a LinkedIn profile, let your presence be in social media, then get your credit score, be ready to share your maybe your job reference back home, and be ready to share your confirmation of permanent resident as well. I shared that as well. Okay, and then your ID card. Okay, be ready to share these 5 things. That was what I did, and I got the accommodation. Okay, so that is it for accommodation. Next, I'll be discussing with you guys how I was able to get a job from Nigeria. Like I told you guys earlier, the job I got was not based on me wanting to get score to add points to my comprehensive ranking score. No, I already got the confirmation of permanent resident. Sorry, I already got a passport request, and I just needed to start job hunting before I eventually land, so that once I land, I will start working as soon as possible. So that was why I started job hunting back home. Okay, so I will be telling you guys the things I did, how I tailored my resume, what I did on my resume for me to get the job before I eventually landed. So at this point, I decided to do a voiceover because I needed to be fast in the braiding. It was really getting dark. So this is me just adding the 1-1. I was just braiding 1-1, and then I'll be adding it to the 1-1 behind, and then I'll weave it backward. So I was just doing fast because it was really getting late. So I finished up with the 1-1 at the front, so I just connected it. Here I have to do 1-1-2 at the back because I needed the crochet to be very natural, where I can just do a ponytail and all that. So I'm weaving and connecting both the fronts, the weaving, and the 1-1 behind. That is what I'm doing right now. So I'm done with the weaving, and then for this other part, I'll use a crochet pin to just stick the ends inside my hair, and that is it, guys. So after that, I don't like putting gel in front of my hair. Like I told you guys, I'm just trying to protect the front of my hair, so I just brushed it backward. So I'm already putting the crochet on my hair with the crochet pin. It's very easy, guys. I had to do this as slow as possible so that in case you want to learn how to do a crochet braid yourself, you'll be able to do that without stress. It is very easy. Just take note that when you're doing the 1-1, don't allow it to be too tight on the base so that the pin can easily enter. So you close the pin, push it into your braid, and then while you open the pin, you just put the crochet braid there, close the pin, and then bring it out. That is how easy it is. So that is why I said don't make the braiding to be so tight as in your hair, so that when you're putting the pin under, it will not really be very painful. I really love those crochet. Instead of you just doing braiding, so braiding, this is one pack. It's best to do crochet. 12 pieces. So I mentioned the second one, and I have a bunch left here. See, enough. So I don't think I'm going to even finish it at all. That's the second pack. The hair is really full. I don't want the hair to be so full. So I don't think I'm going to finish all the packs here. I just want them to be scanty. See so far? See how it is? So guys, this is 2 packs already. You see how full it is? So I'll be taking the next pack. I don't think I'm gonna finish it. This is just 2 packs and it's full already. I don't want the hair to be so full, and I have more here. and I have 3 packs. Each pack is 12 pieces. Each one of this. So this is the 3rd pack. So I just want to fill up the fronts and then I will start with the back. That's what I want to do. So I'm just putting the crochet behind, filling up the back, and then I'm checking if it's almost full or not, and I'm trying to make sure that the front looks so natural, and then I can do a center part or I can do a side part. That's what I'm trying to check here. Long. So finally I finished the hair, guys. I didn't complete the 2 parts. I mean all the parts. I did not complete it, guys. I'm left with 2. I don't want the hair to be so full. I just want it to be scanty so that I can pack it like this or pack it ponytail anyhow I want. So that is the final look. I ended up not finishing the entire pack. So like I was saying, now this was how I got my first job before landing in Canada. Like what I told you guys, I wasn't looking for a job based on trying to get a point to add to my comprehensive ranking score. No, I already got a passport request and I needed to get a job before landing so that immediately I land I can start working. So what I did when I was writing my resume, the heading, I put my name there, but I removed the address completely so that recruiters will not know that I'm still in Nigeria. But I had to put permanent resident, like I'm a permanent resident in the country. That was what I used as my heading. So I used my full name. Then I called a Canadian number. I made a video of how you can get a Canadian number from Nigeria. This is the video. You can go watch it. So I got a Canadian number. I put it on my resume. I also included my Gmail on my resume, but I completely removed the address so that the recruiters will not know where I am applying for. That's from. That is what I did. So back in Nigeria, I got so many interviews, but then some of them, if I disclose to them that I'll be landing like in 2 months, they'll say no, they need someone that can start immediately. So there was one recruiter that was willing to wait till I land. Okay, so the essence why I have to remove the address is for them not to like throw away my resume immediately they see it. So like if I should put that I'm in Nigeria, they will not even bother to reach out to me, right? So that was why I had to remove the address completely so that at least they can get back to me and I get interviewed. That is it, guys. If you're applying for a job back and you're still in Nigeria, I recommend you remove the address, get a Canadian number, and always allow that Canadian number to be active in case the recruiter happens to call. You'll be able to answer the recruiter's call. And your email as well, keep checking your email. So that was how I was able to get a job from before landing. So, and another thing is tailor your resume. Always tailor your resume to the job description, but that does not mean that you have to like put all the job description into your resume. No, you have to like use your own words so that when the ATS is going through people's resume, if you use keywords from the job description, the ATS will be able to pick your resume. So don't, and another thing is do not use one resume to be applying for different jobs, except of course you are applying for same role, then you can use same resume. So this tip is also useful for those that are applying as a caregiver. You know that the program from what Mark Miller said, there will be a program whereby you get a permanent resident on arrival, though he has not said anything again about the caregiver. I don't know if he has forgotten about it or not. I don't know. However, you can just keep applying. If you're applying, don't put your address on your resume. Get your Canadian number, put your Gmail or your Yahoo Mail, any email that you're using, put it there, so that in case the recruiter is reaching out to you, they'll be able to contact you. Okay, so that is it, guys. That was how I was able to get a job before I landed. I hope this video was useful, and guys, rate my hair if I tried. Would you like to try this type of hair? It's very easy. I had to do, let me turn the back so that you guys can see it fully. Pack it up. Okay, I can pack it up, and you see why I don't want it to be so full. So I can pack it anyhow I want. That's why I didn't bother to finish the whole braid on my head, because I don't want it to be so on my head now. So that is it, guys. Please give this video a thumbs up if it was useful to you. And guys, don't give up on your immigration journey. Just keep applying for jobs, and with God's help, you will be able to land that job. I wish you guys all the very best.